Jon Heyman reporting on day 2 from the GM meetings in Las Vegas, Nevada. A couple news and notes, nothing concrete yet. It's a little early for signings, although Edwin Diaz 3 years ago did re-sign back with the Mets on a record deal, a deal that worked out for both sides, particularly for the Mets. He was the best reliever in the National League this year. They are hoping to bring it back, and I do believe Diaz really enjoyed his time with the Mets, and I think they have a good chance to bring him back. They got a little bit of good news today. It does feel like, at least reading the tea leaves, that the Dodgers probably will not be going strongly for Diaz. We shall see. You never know in free agency what can happen. Dodgers clearly have the wherewithal to do whatever they want, but it feels right now that they're looking at a little bit lesser type in relief, perhaps a Devin Williams. Athletic did report that the Dodgers do have their eye on Devin Williams. They did go after him a year ago when the Yankees were able to acquire him for Caleb Durbin and Nestor Cortez. So a little bit of good news there for the Mets. The Mets also, we hear, not unexpected, will be looking at Cody Bellinger, a guy who fits them perfectly. Right now they have an opening in center field. They have an opening in first base, as we know. We'll see if they bring back Pete Alonso, who is the all-time home run champion for the Mets, and 38 homers, 126 RBIs. He had a great year, doesn't have the qualifying offer, but certainly Cody Bellinger can play center field, can play the corner spots. Very versatile guy and an outstanding offensive and defensive player at a 5 WAR. Showed he can play in New York, and it will be interesting to see if the Mets are able to land another big outfielder from the Yankees. I know the Yankees won't be happy about it because Bellinger is their top target. They've got other things going on. They're looking at pitching. They're going to look at Imai. They're going to look at Giolito. They're probably going to look at some other starters. They're going to have to rebuild that pen with Devin Williams and Luke Weaver. Free agents, they've got to solve a little bit in center field, maybe at first base. Rice potentially could be the first baseman. They got some potentials in center field, too, more so than the Mets. Whether they move Dominguez over there or use Spencer Jones or Trent Grisham accepts the qualifying offer. So a lot of possibilities for the Yankees. I think they're in good position right now. Mets have a lot of work to do, but a little bit of good news for the Mets today, as we heard, at least we think, that Edwin Diaz probably is not a target of the Dodgers.